What do you want to do, guys? You want to pay for Xanax? You want to pay $300 for a prescription, 30-day, 0.25 milligram? Or do you want it the generic brand? I forget the name of it. $12, 0.25 milligram, 30-day supply, twice a day, 60 tabs. Okay, I got to tell you the story. Obviously, I got to take some of these things. I got to try them to see what they're like. So I took one yesterday. Just 1.25 milligram tab. Pill, whatever. Fuck. At 10:30. In the morning, it was time for my power nap. If I'm lucky, I can squeeze out maybe an hour, hour and a half. Well, I went to sleep 10:30. I woke up at 3 o'clock. Now, so it definitely allows you to rest, that's for sure. I mean, that's not my purpose here. That's not my end game. You know, for me to sleep for 4.5 hours. I needed to sleep, though, I guarantee you that. But that's not the end game here, gentlemen. The drug is not for me, it's for friends. Anyways, now naturally, you're going to use it too. Occasionally. There are situations where I can see it coming in. I want to be able, we need to, at some point I'll take it and make sure that you know, you can do your day in, day out activities, you know, like go to work or whatever with it in your system. You'll go to work more relaxed, calm, if you need it. And sometimes you do, but not too often. Anyways, we got some of the stuff, most of all of the food that we need to go camping. It's in the freezer now, and this is the type of weather it's going to be like today and tomorrow, where we plan on going camping. So you really don't want to go until Tuesday, but you never know. We may leave tomorrow. I was gonna think about leaving today, but in reality, I do have to get one more good day of work in. So we'll go to work tonight, and we'll be fine. Man, it's sweet. Sweetness, guys. It's a beautiful day today. We'll do the little longer run here. If it doesn't rain too hard, which it ain't going to. There's a Jeep family, 3 Jeeps. we could use more rain days just like this. Right. High school senior here in Las Vegas. Going to school, you have to cross a major street. I believe that street is Maryland Parkway. I believe it is Arbor High School, and she got hit by a person that was driving under the influence. Killed. High school senior girl. Back in the day, perhaps that was a good place for a high school, but there's so much traffic on that street. There's 6 lanes of traffic, and people have to slow down because it's a school area, and there's a school crossing. The kids literally have to park on one side of that street and then go walk into the school, so they have to cross the street. And there's marked crosswalks, the whole enchilada, but impatient class, good boy, impatient drivers here in Vegas. Hey, no, class. Okay, watch yourself. Impatient drivers in Vegas, which are a dime a dozen, ended up striking the girl, and one of them, and killed her. He's been arrested. He's in jail. $500,000 bond. Which more than likely means he'll stay in jail. Anyways, the valley is, this Las Vegas Valley is getting crowded, gentlemen. It's becoming very crowded, very high traffic, very impatient. The traffic lights are they time them so that they're a lot longer. That's a pro and a con. When you're stuck behind a red, they're long. But when they're green and you're a block away, you can make it. So that's the pro and the con of it. But they had to increase the time to keep the traffic moving. They're thinking about putting in traffic cameras to issue tickets, but for people who run red lights and shit like that. And man, we don't want that shit here. Instead of spending money on that, they should put in smart lights, because sometimes you can be waiting at a light here in Vegas, not during rush hour per se, but later on into evening, and no one's coming, and the light is extremely long. They need to put in smart lights so if no one's coming, it goes green the other direction. That's Bucky boy there. He's big boy. We did this here walk the other day. He wants to watch him. He's gonna want to continue to do it today. This little longer walk through the park. You see, he ain't thinking nothing about turning now that way. Now it's a nice, cool day. Good day for a little longer walk for the dog here. I believe it's around, I don't know what time it is, probably 8 o'clock in the morning ish. It's raining just slightly. Easy. I guess those are like tulips or something. I don't know what they are. They're not tulips or something. Some other kind of flower. Looks like a tulip. I'm surprised they can survive. These are mesquite trees here. They're desert trees. Certainly on some type of irrigation. Easy. Slow down, boy. Downhill. Slow down. Slow down. Slow. 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 Unnecessary impact on knees downhill. They tend to go pull faster. Slow. Pittman Wash here in Vegas. A bunch of barn swallows that nest here. They're good. They eat bugs, mosquitoes. They should make a place, a bigger place for them to nest. They're good, man. They, like I said, they eat mosquitoes. That's a good, guys. Well, yeah, went in for the doctor's check and my pulse was 62, oxygen 98, blood pressure 122/80. That's because of this. Mostly it has a lot to do with this walk with the dog. Brisk walk. And kids playing baseball today. Some type of baseball tourney. Maybe I'll catch a home run and throw it back in. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go boy, go boy. do get a little, these parents do get a little loud here. Watching these kids play. Watching these kids play baseball, they do get a little loud. Very high probability that there could be alcohol involved then with that. They have tournaments here every fucking week. Every weekend it seems there's a tournament here with kids. This is the Aurora Grande Sports Complex. There's like 4 fields here, I think, or so. And there's more. There's big bore fields. These are for the kids here. Come on. But baseball sucks. Pretty boring. I used to watch it. It can't be intense, but I haven't watched baseball in years. World Series or anything like that. It's just a click that baseball is just a click that you really don't want to be fucking around with, personally speaking. That's just me, gentlemen. I'm nobody. Majors play 162 games through the year. Oh my God. That's about 120 too many. Hockey season just wrapped up. They play 82 games a year. Vegas Golden Knights are in the second round of the playoffs. They beat the St. Louis Wild. At least that's where they play, in St. Louis. I thought they were the Minnesota Wild, but they may have moved to St. Louis. I don't follow hockey that close, but I did watch my first game. Second period on the other day. My first game this year. Vegas Golden Knights versus the St. Louis Wild. I don't know what that team is called, but I know they play in St. Louis, so team franchises move from city to city to city. But in any case, Vegas Golden Knights won the first round against them, and now they're playing the Edmonton Oilers. I think the first game is tonight with Edmonton. I think the Vegas Golden Knights, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't mean anything, but I believe they're favored to win the Stanley Cup again this year. Doesn't mean anything, guys. It just means that you have to do it on the ice. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? It's to watch my first game. That's crazy, huh? All year. That was my first game I watched. And I only watched half of the second and the third period. I was streaming it on my phone the other night, Friday night or whatever the fuck night it was, I forget. But certainly we'll be watching a few more games here. The deeper you go into the playoffs and shit, you know, games that mean something, that count, you tend to, you know, that was game 6 the other night and they won it. So they won the series 4-2. Edmonton beat the Kings 4-2, I believe, also. So that was a good walk, guys. Very comfortable temperatures. The dog loved it. He loved the temperatures. How about? He loves cool temperatures. This dog is smart enough to stay in the shade though when it is hot. I tell him go in the shade. It keeps his engine cool. Okay, this section here is, I would say this guy needs to cut his grass. You know, he'd be better off to put in rock, much rock. Watch your head. It's a beautiful day, guys, in the paradise of life. Beautiful. Good boy. This old boy, that old boy's already had a chicken dinner this morning. I gave him a treat today. Gave him an extra chicken dinner this morning. All right, let me shut you down. That's it for this one.